And what do I find in all my videos, you guys? What I describe? Colorado, they're up in the air. Florida, they're in the air and sideways. I call them sidewise. They call them tridents. Oh, it's not broken, bent, and hollowed out. But it's on the right, then on the left, and look up here. See how that log is up in the air? Look at the bottom of it. There's a little tiny thing. I can't believe how familiar these symbols are. If you watch Ryan the Sasquatch Man today, you're gonna see this exact thing. If you watch Jeff Friend, you watch my friends, we've all caught them Bigfoots, and we all see the same thing. It's not. Look at this. That looks like fur. It is. It's a dead animal. Look at that. Okay, hold on. This is really early. I did hear the birds. You hear the birds over me? I have several. Oh, look at the star right in front of it. Even that stick over there is placed across. Sideways trident. Right over the fence. And look at the way it's broken here. Go up to the power, you zoom into it, and then you just kind of take the power energy. Holy smoke. Does that look weird? Imagine walking out in the middle of the night and seeing that thing. Oh, look at this. Little plot of forest behind here. You guys are gonna be amazed about where I'm at. Some people say, why are you so into getting all these Bigfoots to get median or something like that? I do almost feel like I touched a portal, but it's nothing like that. It's just my adventure, and I can't believe it's real to tell you the truth. But it is, and it's like gotten too far. Like I notice stuff all the time, and I'll just go over here and mess around. Look at these red berries, by the way. Isn't it nice for the parks to plant them some red berries?
Oh, like
those look like food's been dragged off. It's a very normal thing.
I just have to say Bigfoots.
But there was a little structure down here.
And I've been
so in these last little plots of land,
but this is not a gift.
It's looking for these other structures. And as people wonder, you know, like, oh, they gotta have all this huge land because they're 20 feet tall and all this stuff, and that kind of peculiar, this little height thing. That is kind of leading right up in here. Look at this. This looks peculiar. Oh yeah, that's a nesty. So underneath and looped around and stuff like that. See, this is kind of sideways right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about it. But anyways, oh, they, you know, must be eating all this food. Look at this, a lot of older stuff.
That's not true.
A lot of people say, you know, a deer can, you know, feed people. up to, you know, a couple months and be satisfied with that, you know, and you got 6 or 7 of them a day and a year, and you're messing around with, you know, other stuff. Like, I just see, like, see that right there? There's one right up here that I'm going to. It's kind of like that. That's why I'm walking in here, but I have to walk around this pond to get to it. Nobody touches this forest. It's too expensive, but there's stuff laying all around this fence again. And a whole lot of trash. Most of it likely blown in. But I'm not going to start them. If I am, I'm sure they're going to hurt me. I'm being very, very loud. Oh, look at this. Look at this. And look at the way it's broken here. It's very familiar. I'm starting to get along with it so good that I'm starting to rhyme on the dime. I'm going to show you. This one, look at this. Just twisted up here. Like, I don't understand why the Ryan, the Sasquatch, across the Sasquatch command doesn't go out and just look around, because if I brought them over here, he'd try to make about 10,000. Nobody else can find them in Florida. You know, you just saw what I did. Like, no wonder why we can't find them. But yeah, you're in a funnel, you idiots. There's so many freaking people in here. That's a map. You see how we're triangulated in here? There's only one other spot. This is like an isolated pot of forest. That's pretty much what that means. I'm not kidding you. You can even tell how it's all intertwined. You can even tell how it's all intertwined up here. The birds are, oh, look at this. Sideways. I'm gonna have to really look around in here. I'm just stepping in. I mean, I already know they're alarmed. Nobody goes back here. Huge trash pile. I want to check out a structure up here. I'm going to sit with them for a while. I'm going to record and make my way out. I'm going to see if any of this... Now, what's really weird is you're seeing a lot of holes in here. Now, what I've actually seen is a whole entire dirt pile as big as a golf course. Oh, look at this. Green. Oh, look at that. That is sick. That'd be a good cover right there. Let's just take a look at that. That is cool. It's going right back through. Isn't that cool? I mean, just take a look at that. That's definitely stuff like them will do. And it was big, and the whole thing was covered in like palms. I used to walk up it on the edge of this clearing of power lines, and yeah, see, nobody goes in here. Kind of a little cross and a little wide, but not like totally. I never knew why. This is like the type of forest behind the movie theaters that you only escape to if you're getting chased by the police, you know. A little plot of land. Banks of America's on the other side and whatnot, buildings. But you see all these dirt clumps in here, and they took the whole entire island that was as big as a golf course green and as high as it, covered in palmettos, was gone. The whole thing in the middle of the woods was gone. They took it. They took all the dirt. This is a sideways way right here. Okay, hold on. This is really early. I did hear the birds. You hear the birds over me? I have several. Oh, look at the star right in front of it. Look at that star got me. Look at that side. That's the side, and that's in the air. It is right off the ground, just barely. I don't think anybody's gonna be back here. This means it's just on the ground. Even though they live by them. I don't know if it's a comfort thing or what, or if they're like reversing our technology and surrounding us back as we're surrounding them, or it's just natural according to extinction laws. Look at that, broken over the fence up here. That is the structure I saw. I can definitely whip out a telescope. These birds, what is that? That's a different sounding, isn't it? Really alarming. since they noticed me drive up. I mean, I didn't give it out. It's almost like they already know me. Really, really alarming. There's another stick that's coming open. It ain't even that. It's just there's gonna be Structure City. There's gonna be stuff to find. Look at this evidence of mold and mildew. Could have been a poop pile that they have used, or a scat pile. Look at that X up on the thing up here. Rebar back here. Over. This is what I'm talking about right here. Right here. There's the Y. There's the X. I'm pretty close. There's another on this way, but I'm getting drawn to go walk around the pond. Maybe because this is like fur shit pile. It is. It's a dead animal. It's been scattered and ripped right here. I'm just saying about food. What the heck is that? Look at the size of this fur. This is all fur. What is that? Holy cow. It's huge. There's your food. There's your Y. There's your shit pile. There's your X. And I'm about to walk into them, folks. And see how right I am? Like, I told you how I feel it. I'm drawn in. They follow these rebar lines. I'm sure they got some kind of connectivity to that. And they will, whoa. That is a shit pile. Whoa. That's not the skunk ape smell. That's the poop ape smell. Strong poop fart type of smell right there. You see this little weird one? You can tell by this one right here. Sorry about that. Whew. It's kind of tantalizing. I'm gonna go sit in here. See how right I am? Look at this. Yeah, like I feel them, and I just have times when I know. We just killed that. What's making the poop pile? What made an X, a sideways Y, and it looks like a nice bender, and all these signs. This is like the forest that you'd run away from the cops in, like on the edge of the town. Type of little. My video camera's already cut out about 3 times. I already got the stomach sickness from a zap. It's like an airplane sickness. It's like I have to crap. I never go. And then but we stink like what that's in us. So my stomach is always empty when I come out. And if you can smell that, and you can smell that in you. That's okay, straight across that. Okay, here we go. See, look at that. That's dead. Look at that. It's right on there. It's leaning on there. Look at that. It's leaning on this branch, the tree right here. And that's just leaning on there. And then this thing, this is all, look at this little thing here. This is all, look at it, there's an X over it too. I can't believe how familiar these symbols are. If you watch Ryan the Sasquatch Man today, you're gonna see the exact thing. If you watch Jeff Friend, you watch my friends, we've all caught Bigfoots, and we all see the same thing. Other people don't believe in it, but what you do want to believe in is that they are real in different places. Just nobody else can find them or know where they're at, and I happen to have that sense. This looks really weird on it. 3 sticks soft on the fence. Protected structure back there. I do see it. So this is like a protected shit zone, kind of is what it was. They made a kill. They can eat, get rid of their shit. Looks pretty heavy stepped in here, really heavy stepped actually. Another 3 fencer. I'm not seeing this many heavy steps beaten down. That's like almost animal beaten down. Probably gonna sit somewhere around here for a while. I see the structure up here I'll go to. I only have so much time till dark. Whew. Let's see how much more I can save to myself before I die here. See how that log is up in the air? Look at the bottom of it. There's a little tiny thing pulling it up right there. It's off the air, and it's placed across there. And it's also laying out here. It's a little weird trident kind of end on it. All around this fence. Here's another one around the fence. This is the muggy shit down here, which I love. Ends up being like a cool summer preserve. If you don't have mosquito problems, you're good. Look at, can you find a curved log just anymore, please? Sometimes I think they dig in these little ledges that people make and they leave like underneath the concrete parking lots and stuff. But they're out down here somewhere. Yeah. You see all this stuff broken? Look at this one. It's already broken over. And the whole top of it's broken back. And then there's another stick already placed over the top of it, little tiny. Totally toy. It's totally wide right here. Like really, really wide. Here's another star thing. Rebar. Look at this star. It's almost as good as a TP. Funny. That's a total star TP. Look at this. Even that stick over there is placed across. This one's over the top. This one's behind it. This one's through it. It's laying on the edge. It's marked like a star. Entrance right here. Definite mark. Now in the winter time I can do this. I can get past here in the summertime. Look at this egg. See, I'm really, really used to all this stuff. But people walk by it, you know, like on four-wheelers and whatever, every day. Maybe, I don't know what the sense is of them being close, other than it's the last couple lots of land and they want to know that they can have a way out, like a last escape, you know, like an escape plan, you know, like the last. They want to know that they can get into here and have it and warn others. 2 across, 2 or 3 in here. One's a very clever one. One's eating, a very good hunter. Can catch stuff right out of the river there. Big, huge animal. Bigger than a dog. And here's the curved branches stuff again to this structure. And this is it right here. See how sideways wide going up. Look at that bender. Just look at the origami in here. Why they bring this down here. Sometimes might have floated. Look at this. Just kind of curved up there, but so is that one. And that one is leaning down on the ground, up, beating it on the top. And then there's a Y over here. I don't want to disrespect these things. I don't like walking in them because they form these entities, dentures in the mud. I don't know where I should sit to witness all this, obviously up on the hill. And just they have their privacy is the best thing to do. Only have half an hour, so also I have half an hour out. So, of course, your typical pot farm thing or whatever some kids try to do around the movie theaters 20 years ago. The movie theaters are closed. They just reopened. All right, so here's the dark spot that I've been on to. It's right down there at the end of that tree. But the good news is there's a little trident. But look at this sucker. See that trident? See how it's perfect Y and the stick is on it, right? So the thing is, this, the stick is on it. I can easily just swim across this and make it back out and escape, but I gotta walk all the way back there, all the way back out and around. And everything I said was true, that they found a couple of animals in here with that little dark spot that moved to the base of that tree. But they're not all, like Bigfoots is not all big. There's lots of different kinds. I just have to say Bigfoots because that's all people know. And I've been trying to classify them. But this is not a gifting. but more of a deterrent. And those are some really good cookies right there. And some people say they'll come back to this spot, like they'll set up recorders and hide them and they can hear them. Sometimes I like to try that idea. I like to use it as a way to get myself back out of a situation, so they'd be attracted to this. Buys me enough time to walk around. Like I said, when I see an animal kills, I see dark spots, I see certain things, I tend to stay safer. Now, there's a couple of things I can show you down here in the bottom, but for them, what's safer is all this swamp, because we're not going to walk in there unless you're the python man. But this tree has all of these breaks on it perfectly all the way up. And I just broke one. That's about 6.5 feet. And a couple spots on it could signify something, because this does. I've seen burnt stuff, but this is really cool. And that's another signifier of what stuff they can do. I think they can actually take fires and burn other trees and stuff, do stuff with it. People say they have fire capabilities. Mounds. And one of the problems I'm having right now is that my recorder keeps going off, but the other problem I have right now is the food source. The big old thing of scat and the big old animal I saw right on the edge means that they're comfortable in a place that's surrounded by people and civilization, in a forest. That's a problem with certain types of Sasquatches when we try to recognize their habitats and theories. They're like, wow, taking advantage. Like I said, I see entities in these things. I don't want to step right into it, but that thing's leaning on the tree as well. This thing is crisscrossed. You can see how safe they feel down here in the swamp. That one's right through it. On the right, look at this. Probably it's not broken, bent, and hollowed out, but it's on the right. Then on the left, it's a split trident. Get a couple angles here. We have. So I missed it. I'm sorry. Here, right here. It's going up. See, at the top of it. It's a freaking. So for the third time of walking through these structures, my phone has gone out in less than 90 seconds. And I actually learned a trick of zooming into the X's of the structures, is that oftentimes the camera power will pick up and then you'll see them. It's very strange. Like this right here, you zoom in like this, and then you zoom, and then you just kind of go with it. So like right here, I don't know if that's too close, but let's try it. I've been successful in the past. It's getting dark. I mean, I gotta get out, but right there, there's something. A couple yellow, green, little weird colors here on the side of that. Something. See? Still back in there. I told you. It kind of does that. So like, you just go up to the power, you zoom into it, and then you just kind of take the power energy and try to find what the heck is. Holy smorgasbord. Huh. Does that look weird? Imagine walking out in the middle of the night and seeing that thing. Wow, is that like a disguise of a dwarf or what? It's like, hello buddy. Let's take a look at him again. Whoa dude. It's a log caked up with the ribbon tied around, but why did they make the ribbon around it? So like, the last thing I'm gonna give you all like a lot of information, telling you how used to I am. But the Can King guy says, oh, they make these faces and they come out of these portals, and eventually the portals make the faces. And that's true. What they do is they make decorations, and they often decorate the outside of their stuff. And I've probably shown you a few of them, but you probably missed a couple of them, and that was one right there. It's more like a decoration, and they draw faces and stuff and their stuff, and it's truly amazing. They teach their youth some things. Here's one of their living room things, and they teach their youth things too, and they teach them like normal parents would teach their mothers and fathers. Like I have a relic of it, teaching them to drink and to remember their mother and all this other stuff. And a lot of this bark has been, I know woodpeckers, but like a lot of times they do bark manipulation. There's another sideways trying to, it's all laying down there. So basically I can't really walk in here like too much, like down in there. That's why they're protected. So I don't know. That's where I caught my killer tree dwarf, but it was about that much higher. Look at this. It's another marker. These two sticks are up in here, and they're X'd. Look at this. So anyway, this is my video. Now some guy sitting in his truck, or his hotel room while he's in Florida, saying there's a bunch of X's. We don't know where they're at. Those two double parallels right there. Very nice off this. With that, there's the sideways trident Y. It's all leading back down into the swamp. That's a big time side. I find in all my videos, you guys, what I describe. Colorado, they're up in the air. Florida, they're in the air and sideways. I call them sidewise. They call them tridents. I call them sidewise because they're wise, they're sideways. So instead of sideways, I call them sidewise. And there's another one, and it's right over the fence, and it's all leading back in here. So like 3 or 4 of them, that way, this way, this way, this way, really heavily down into the swamp with a protection. Now, can I walk all that? No, I cannot. I'm not one of them python dudes that can walk in waders. I don't have waders. I don't have any of that stuff. I know girls that will do more stuff than me, but yet I'm more successful, so let's not go there. But I do need, like, I wish I had some kind of team sometimes, but it's really hard to replace your best friends, you know, and it'd be really cool. But, you know, like all I really wish is that something to see what I see in my eyes, and just see how I just stepped into a world of nowhere from what I felt to answer people's questions about how does he do all of this. I heard of one wet knock I did when I was sitting down, but this is a couple acres. I mean, I'm like walking like quarter miles here, like 80% of my videos are within a mile of the road. You know? It's like people. Anyways, not saying that, because I don't want to. Because oftentimes I'll just build a fence. But any times, cut down the roads and cut down the forest and build more houses at the cost of our own lives to save their, you know, Christianity beliefs. And it's a war that I don't want to get into because it's not my discussion. I just wanted to have fun, and that's what I'm doing. I can lead my own adventures. I cannot. I mean, look at this grass. Let's go take a look at this. That's got that nice grass, eating grass. You can eat, yeah. This is nice. Look at that. Definitely cool. See, there's so many little hidden like oases. I don't want to walk back over that dead animal thing. I had to get out of here. This is crazy trip. Let's go up to the power, you zoom into it, and then you just kind of take the power energy and try to find what the heck is. Holy smorgasbord. Huh? Does that look weird? Imagine walking out in the middle of the night and seeing that thing.